Hi guys, and welcome back to Archie Hamilton Racing and to another video where there is so much to talk about in today's video that, well, we've come out to, we're in the countryside, and it's going to be a good one because this week, well, you may have seen there was a little bit of bad news recently with me announcing that my Audi RS6 is leaving my garage. It is gone, it is no longer, which is seriously sad, but I said that stuff was changing, there's a lot of stuff happening, and yeah, well, things have kind of progressed rapidly. That car's left. I said there's not one car coming to the garage because we did well off the RS6. There's two cars coming to the garage, and this week two new cars arrive to the garage. It's super exciting, and I can confirm that one of these cars is a supercar. Oh yes, but I'm not going to give too much more away. It's going to surprise so much of you. See if you can guess, but it's a really exciting week. It's not often you get one car, let alone two, which are both complete and utter madness. And there is more news to come as well, because as the RS6 has left me, we have two cars left at the moment, but one of these is going also. Been a bit of a weird one, but it will all make sense when those cars arrive, and you will go, well, you don't need all of them, and that is exactly what I don't need to do. So one of these cars is leaving me, and before you're all thinking, I know what he's done, he's gone and already sold the Golf R. No, do not panic. I know that a lot of you absolutely love this car, and I do too. This is staying for a while, and my mods finally go on the car in a week's time, ladies and gentlemen. One week we are going to have the Vossen wheels, which will finally be on the Golf, and I think at that point it will be a completely different beast to what it is now. Obviously I still like it as it is, but I just cannot wait to have the grey Vossen wheels on it. I think it will be lowered, I'm not quite sure on that point, but that car is going to have the wheels put on it very soon, and then the carbon kit, that's probably a couple further weeks away from there. So that's the best with that. And then soon what we're going to be doing is we're going to be back drag racing with, and I've got some mega ideas what we're going to put this up against. So this car is going nowhere, and I actually spoke also on my Instagram, and I said, should I wrap it? I was thinking, should I wrap the car? I'm thinking of a few ideas. We're not that bad on content just yet, are we? But it will happen, but not just yet. I really don't know. I think once the wheels are on the car, I think that will change everything, and at that point the car will be thought about what colour we go with the you know, we've got the grey wheels and everything else. But then we come to the BMW M8, and this car has served me very, very well. If you are aware, I have done over 11,000 miles in it, which is a hell of a lot of mileage in a new everyday car, performance car, so to speak. So it's done heavy miles, and the car which is arriving this week, you will basically realise why I'm letting the M8 leave my garage, because you don't need them both. Basically, it's complete madness what's arriving. So there's been a complete reshuffle. So the M8 will leave my garage, and for good reason. And the car has been put back onto its original plate, which is LD20 ZPU, the one that I picked the car up with. And yeah, the satin PPF will be coming off, so this is not happening just yet, but the satin PPF will come off and it will go back to gloss. I'm not sure whether you guys will see it before that point, but this car will be leaving me very, very shortly, and yeah, the new one is arriving soon. But basically, it's been brilliant. It's been absolutely brilliant. I know some of you that love the M8, some of you aren't quite sure, but as a daily, it really has been incredible. I've loved it. I've put, like I said, over 11,000 miles in it, and for me the M8 was the car which really has the looks. I still think it's the best looking M car out there, especially from this angle which you see just now, and I have had the best time with it, but wait till you see what is coming this week, ladies and gentlemen, and you will realise why I've done this and why what's going on is going on and blah blah blah. But it's filthy because I've never really cleaned it that much. We have another curved wheel which is just down here which needs to be fixed, so we've got two actually, one there and one on the back. Have you seen the one on the back? If you've not seen it, it's not great, so that will have to be fixed obviously before it goes, but it is, oh yeah, there. Oh, not great for me, that, not a good performance. Actually at the back as well, you can actually see it's really not great, but I love these cars, especially with the carbon roof that you get and the looks of it. It looks good dirty, and I've just never really cleaned it properly. Well, a few times it's been done, but brilliant, 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 brilliant. 11,000 miles, they're absolutely rapid. The 0 to 60 times are insane. We've drag raced it as well. We drag raced it against a Nissan GTR. It's complete madness, this car, and we've actually drag raced it against an Urus, I believe, as well. Anyway, so this car really is impressive, and if you think that, I remember when we put the RS6 up against the Urus destroyed it, and then this then went and beat a Lamborghini Urus. So in terms of speed, in terms of everything, it's a true performance car, and a pleasure to do the mileage that I've done on it. Let's get them together, because I've never had them together. It's one thing when you own these cars, but it's another thing when you actually get them together sort of in a public environment, and you sort of think, wow, that's a really cool little garage, that. And it is, and it has been, but things are changing massively, and for me it's for the good. And for what you're about to see, which is just about to arrive, it will all make sense. A lot of car for the money in terms of performance, because this car will beat supercars. I'm not just joking. In a straight line, there's not a lot on the road today that would beat a BMW M8. Like, seriously, they are that fast. It's just so good looking, isn't it? And the Saturn PPF, which we did, I really feel sort of topped the car off, and it's a perfect job. But yeah, like I say, that will be coming off very soon, and then back to gloss. They'll be both back to gloss, and if you're thinking when it's going, it's well, not long. We're talking in the next sort of week-ish. I want to jump into the BMW 8, talk to you about a few other things which you might not know, talk to you about when exactly my supercar's arriving, and then the final bits and pieces. So let's jump in. Okay, you now join me where I'm inside the BMW M8 competition, and let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to miss it. I am going to miss it, but I want to briefly explain what my ownership's been like, and also when these other cars are turning up this week and everything else. But let me tell you about the ownership of this. It's been incredible, and 11,600 miles is a hell of a lot in one of these cars, but I've done that sort of mileage in it for good reason, and that is because it is such a comfortable, awesome daily with the speed, the fun factor, everything. This car ticks all of the boxes, and I think a lot of people aren't quite sure whether to go for an M8 or everything else, or it's, you know, M8 or RS6. And I drove the M8 more than the RS6 because I obviously could choose which one to jump into, but if I was going for comfort and luxury, this was the one. And I think it's one of those cars, it was like the wraith of that sort of car in terms of comfort. It is like sitting on your sofa and driving your sofa down the road. That is how amazing this being. A fast sofa at that point as well. The speed of it is truly insane, and like I say, when we put it up against Urus, it won. Come on into your own, come on M8, now we get into our own, come on!
Oh, it's gonna be close, that is seriously close.
And we're going to take him on the line! In terms of this going, it's happening in the next week, and when you see the replacement, I would say replacement because the RS6 is gone. The situation is the RS6 is gone, and I got all my money back from the RS6, and I said 2 cars were coming. When I decided on the second car after the supercar, then I looked at this and was like, I mean, 4 cars is a lot. So that's why this one's going as well. And yeah, it's a really cool car which is coming, trust me. Let me explain when these cars are coming, shall I? I think that's the best thing to do right here, is explain when these cars are coming. So, the first one, which is not the supercar, I'm not going to give it away because I don't want to give it away. Some of you would have already guessed what it is, but some of you would have been completely miles out. The supercar is being collected on Monday. So this video is going out on Wednesday. The supercar arrives on Monday, which is the 12th of April. The supercar is insane, by the way. It's a dream car of mine, so just wait until you see it. That's on the 12th of April. The reason why that is being collected on the 12th of April is because lockdown in the UK eases to some sort of degree, and it means that we can go into car dealerships, which is cool because I really want to do, that is such a special day for me. I want to make it like we've done in the past, and I'll overlay images and how we've done it in the past. And it doesn't have, that never happens for me, supercar collection really. So I want to make it as special as possible, and we can do the whole taking the cover off in the showroom and, you know, with your plate on it, and it's just cool rather than doing it outside in the freezing cold. So that's what's happening on Monday. That video will drop after that, obviously, day after. And then this other car, which is being collected, I'm collecting that on Friday. So within the space of 3 days, I'm collecting a car. How do I give you a hint? I can't, but it's not, it's something, no, I can't, but it's insane. So there we go. I'm sure this has been a little bit of a shock to the system. Last week you see that the RS6 is gone, and now you're thinking the M8's gone. But do you know what I'm excited for, guys? Is the summer we are, whoa! So as I say summer, it's flipping windy, but the summer which we are just about to have, and the cars which we have on the channel, is something where we have to be excited. This will annoy some people because they'll be like, you've sold everything and you are just buy and you sell and you just buy and you sell. But when you have the opportunity with the cars that are coming, trust me, it's cool. And no, it's I've not gone on sort of leased a press car. I've offered my supercar, etc. I have bought my dream car, and it's going to be a complete madness. But first, we have the other arrival coming, and that is complete madness too. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you guys have enjoyed the BMW M8 content. It's been brilliant, and it will be one which we missed. But yeah, thank you M8, thank you. I'm talking to the M8. Thank you for the times and the miles. It's been fun. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, if you haven't already, and I'll see you. Try and guess what's coming to the garage, by the way. Get in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you all very soon.